Have you ever been around someone whose presence drains your energy, manipulates your emotions, or leaves a quiet trail of chaos wherever they go? You can feel it before you can explain it. That heaviness, that subtle confusion, that sense that something is deeply wrong. Evil, as much as we'd like to believe it's fantasy, is real. It lives among us. It hides not in monsters, but in masks. It smiles, it flatters, it charms. And by the time you realize what it is, it's already taken root. But here's the good news. You can learn to see it before it spreads. You can recognize the patterns, protect your mind, and reclaim your peace. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they understood this. They didn't fear evil. They studied it. They learned how it moves, how it manipulates, and most importantly, how to remain untouchable in its presence. In this video, we'll uncover 10 signs of evil people, not the kind from stories, but the kind that walk quietly beside you every day. And once you learn them, you'll never see the world the same again. Number 1, constant manipulation. Seneca once said, "He who has many fears has many masters." And that is the key to manipulation. Evil people feed on fear. They study your doubts and turn them into chains. They praise you in public, but question you in private. They make you believe that without them, you'll fall apart. I once worked with someone like this, charming, confident, endlessly helpful. Or so it seemed, until I realized every compliment was a hook. Every "let me help you" was a quiet reminder that I wasn't enough on my own. That's how manipulation works. It doesn't strike, it seeps. It doesn't demand, it convinces. You begin to mistake dependence for guidance. Epictetus warned, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Clarity and self-control are your antidotes. Don't argue with manipulators. Don't explain yourself. Step out of their game entirely. When you remove your attention, their control dissolves. Number 2, the mask of charm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Evil thoughts often wear beautiful colors. They show up as confidence, charisma, charm. They make you feel seen, understood, special, but only until they no longer need you. I knew a man once who made everyone feel like the center of his world. He remembered details, gave compliments perfectly timed. But when there was nothing left to gain, he disappeared, or worse, turned cold. That's how you know charm has turned into manipulation. It's not about connection. It's about control. True goodness doesn't need a mask. Genuine people are kind without calculation. The Stoics taught that authenticity shines by itself. It doesn't need to perform. So when someone seems too flawless, too polished, pause. Look beneath the polish, because light that never flickers isn't real. Number 3, lies without conscience. Marcus Aurelius warned, "If it is not true, do not say it. But to the wicked, truth is an inconvenience." They lie not to cover shame, but to craft control. They twist your memory until you start doubting your own mind. I once knew a woman who lied so smoothly, she made you question your senses. Every contradiction had an excuse. Every inconsistency a story. When you called her out, she smiled, calm and confident, turning the conversation back on you. And suddenly, you were the one apologizing. That's how deception wins. Not by hiding the truth, but by eroding your ability to trust yourself. The Stoics believed actions reveal the truth more than words ever could. So when someone's stories change but their behaviors don't, believe what you see, not what you hear. Number 4, Lack of empathy. Seneca said, "No man can live happily who has regard to himself alone." But some people live as if others exist only to orbit them. They don't feel joy for your victories or compassion for your pain, only irritation when they can't be the center. You can pour your heart out to them, and they'll change the subject to themselves. You can ask for understanding, and they'll laugh at your weakness. Evil doesn't always scream. Sometimes it simply doesn't care. And that cold indifference leaves scars no one sees. Marcus Aurelius taught, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." But even tolerance must have boundaries. You cannot heal people who enjoy breaking others. Withdraw your warmth. Protect your peace. Save your empathy for those who can return it. If this resonates with you so far, take a moment right now. Like this video to anchor this lesson in your mind. It's not just a click. It's a declaration that your energy belongs to you, not to those who drain it. And if you're ready to go deeper into understanding power, psychology, and emotional discipline, subscribe now. Because this kind of awareness will change not just how you see others, but how you see yourself. Number 5, the hunger for control. Control is the oxygen of the wicked. They cannot survive without it. They disguise dominance as guidance. They make you think you're being led, when in truth, you're being caged. I once knew someone who always had advice for everything I did. But every suggestion carried a hidden command. The more I listened, the less I trusted myself. That's how control grows, not through power, but through doubt. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." Freedom begins when you stop letting others define your decisions. Ask yourself, does this align with my values? If the answer is no, walk away. You don't owe obedience to anyone who demands it. Number 6, the blame game. Evil never apologizes. It deflects, it distorts, it denies. Seneca once said, "The truth stands firm without justification." A manipulator will twist facts until you're defending yourself against lies you didn't tell. I once partnered on a project where every failure somehow became my fault. Their tone was calm, their words logical, but the message was clear. You're the problem. That's how emotional predators operate. They plant guilt like seeds, and soon you start watering them yourself. When faced with blame, don't fight it emotionally. Respond with facts, not feelings. The moment you stop defending yourself to liars, you reclaim your peace. Number 7, the pleasure of pain. Epictetus said, "Associate with those who make you better." But some people thrive on the opposite. They find joy not in progress, but in destruction. They laugh when others fall, gossip when others fail, and feel powerful only when someone else feels small. I once saw a colleague smirk when a teammate was reprimanded. At first, I thought it was indifference. Then I realized it was delight. Their satisfaction came not from achievement, but from witnessing suffering. That's not humor. That's hunger. The hunger for pain. You cannot fix people like that. You can only leave them behind, because your compassion is not their cure. It's their fuel. Number 8, isolation as a weapon. Marcus Aurelius said, "We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands. But the wicked know that unity gives you strength, and strength makes you hard to control. So they isolate you. Slowly, subtly, they plant seeds of doubt about your friends, your mentors, your family. They don't understand you. They don't want you to succeed. And before you realize it, you've been cut off from your greatest defense, connection. Isolation is power theft. And the way to reclaim it is to reconnect. Reach out to those who make you feel grounded, the ones who remind you who you are. Because the moment you rebuild your circle, manipulation loses its grip. Number 9. Jealousy in disguise. Seneca wrote, "Envy is the ulcer of the soul." Jealous people often hide behind the mask of advice. They'll say, "That's great, but don't get ahead of yourself." Or, "That's good, but I heard someone else did it better." They chip away at your pride while pretending to help you grow. Their goal isn't your improvement, it's your insecurity. They want you small, cautious, and uncertain, because your success reminds them of everything they gave up. The Stoics taught that genuine friends elevate your spirit. They celebrate your growth as if it were their own. So, when someone's help always makes you feel smaller, trust the feeling. It's not guidance. It's envy disguised as virtue. Number 10. The unrepentant heart. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." But evil does the opposite. It talks endlessly about virtue while practicing none of it. These people never apologize, never reflect, never change. They justify their cruelty and disguise it as strength. You can reason with ignorance. You can heal insecurity. But you cannot redeem arrogance that refuses reflection. True strength, the Stoics taught, is the courage to see yourself clearly. Those who never admit fault are not strong. They're brittle, and life eventually breaks what refuses to bend. Evil doesn't always announce itself. It whispers, it flatters, it blends. It hides in the friend who undermines you, the boss who controls you, the partner who isolates you. It operates quietly until it's exposed. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." That is the Stoic path. Don't fight darkness with hate. Outgrow it with mastery. Don't mirror manipulation. Answer it with silence and distance. Don't let cruelty make you cruel. If this message resonated with you, if it opened your eyes to something you felt but never named, take 1 second and like this video right now. That small act tells the algorithm you choose awareness over ignorance, clarity over confusion. Subscribe for more lessons in power, Stoic mastery, and psychological strength. Because protecting your peace is the first step to owning your life. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You might just save them from someone dangerous. Remember, awareness is your armor. Boundaries are your sword. And your peace, that is sacred ground. Guard it fiercely. Walk in silence. And let your light remain untouchable.